3, and that's because there's money for On the Fringe, 8 into 13 to 2. Also money for Current Event, Brian, 10 into 8.
Nina Carby unlucky, joined a big quantitative easing. This is Fancy, 13 to 2 from 7 to 1. Salsify out to 11 to 1. Current Event 8 to 1 from 10s. There's also money for Carsonstown Boy, 11 to 1 from an early chalk this morning of 14s. And horse number 15 in your paper, trained by Paul Nichols, was as big as 18 to 1, now 14 to 1.
Big question for Paint the Clouds is whether he'll get home in this ground, and will this horse get home On the Fringe, because his stamina's a bit suspect.
Yeah, that's a fair point, but he made a pleasing reappearance. He's been in the frame in this race a couple of times before. He's sure to run well, and they're not going to go from that.
No, Starter's not going to let them go, and nor should he. So the flag's raised, that's a full start. Gives us a bit more time to discuss the claims of some of these horses.
Every cloud, he's unbeaten over fences, Paint the Clouds. They're like Connie Gree, 6 from 6. The last 4 have been by 19, 19, 8 and 10 lengths. Won it twice, but this standing start is fraught with potential problems.
Let's just hope they don't leave any behind, because the heads are over the tapes now, and there's no way the tapes can go up with their heads in the positions they are, so they may well have to take another turn.
Yeah, take a step.
Universal Soldiers facing the wrong way.
And walked in again rather than try to create this straight line close to the tape.
Turned the wrong way. Hang on. Come on.
And finally, he lets them go, but Junior didn't like the standing start and is slow to move. And it was a bit ragged in the end as they set off on their journey over the full Gold Cup course and distance. Carsonstown Boy, the runner-up 12 months ago, is the first to lead, followed by Fort George. Need to Know on the inside. 7th Sign is wider. They are the leading 4. Junior trying to recover out wide in the light blue jacket, and then just inside Junior, Matic. They're all safely over fence number 2. Just behind the leaders, No Loose Change with Following Dreams, and then Universal Soldier, On the Fringe, the green and yellow hoop jacket, the inside of 1833. Paint the Clouds is buried in the midfield, just alongside Chosen Milan and Temple Grand in the rail. Then further back is Vital Plot from Cork Citizen, and towards the rear, Muirhead Aerial. Also at the back, Current Event in these very early stages, Shore Acres and Brackloon High as they jump fence number 3, and right out the back, Salsify, Noble Prince and Conciliary are the last 2. Onto the open ditch, and Carsonstown Boy is the leader under Noel McParlin over the water jump, followed by Fort George in 2nd, 7th Sign is in 3rd. Then on the inside, green jacketed Need to Know, No Loose Change in the blue and yellow quarters, Orange Sleeves Matic at that ditch. Then Junior out wide, and they're all safely over. Conciliary remains out the back with Noble Prince, and now on to another plain fence, and over this one, Carsonstown Boy lands ahead there. And Salsify, past winner of this race, towards the rear of the field, winning in fact twice before. Salsify, dark green jacket if you're looking out for him and Coleman Sweeney. On now to another open ditch, and Carsonstown Boy over in front of Fort George. Then Need to Know, 7th Sign remains right there with them, and No Loose Change, Matic. Chosen Milan's towards the outside with Junior. Then Following Dreams and 1833. Shore Acres chasing the leaders with On the Fringe, and then Temple Grand in. Paint the Clouds is alongside or just behind Need to Know now, slightly shielded. The dark blue jacket, yellow cross belts, Paint the Clouds and Sam Whaley-Cohen as they swing left-handed and on towards this next plain fence. Carsonstown Boy on the inside of Fort George as they landed over that one, and all still standing once again amongst the back markers. Brackloon High with Noble Prince also out the back there, Muirhead as well, and Vital Plot. And Current Event currently on the inside in a yellow jacket, just out of shot at the moment as they go on towards the next plain fence. Carsonstown Boy with Fort George on his outside, wider in the noseband, 7th Sign, and then Matic, No Loose Change, blue and yellow colours, Paint the Clouds tracking them on the inside, then Chosen Milan in a noseband. Need to Know round the inside of Temple Grandin and On the Fringe as they turn into the home straight at the end of a circuit. So on their way now towards the next fences, 11 and 12 of the 22, And coming in to take it, Carsonstown Boy from Fort George, nothing in it between them. Paint the Clouds maybe just landing third from 7th Sign and Alschematic, no loose change, and Chosen Milan, Need to Know against the rail. Then on the fringe, wider Following Dreams, 1833, Salsify is picking off a few now, dark green jacket, followed by Temple Grandin pushed along, Junior is next, Aerial, then Consigliere, followed by Shore Acres, towards the back Noble Prince, Current Event, Cork Citizen, then Vital Plot, Universal Soldier is struggling a bit, Brackloon High and Muirhead. So starting out on their final circuit, and these hunters will have to go some to match the time of Coney Gree over the same course and distance. I saw a time, not sure if it was official, it looks as though it was 5 seconds above standard, which seems remarkable in the conditions. Fort George blunders there on the right, Carsonstown Boy left in front of 7th Sign as they make their way now on towards the water jump once again. Paint the Clouds is right there, and also on the outside Alschematic with no loose change as they move on now towards another open ditch. Chosen Milan has improved on the left there in the noseband, blue sleeves at this ditch. Chosen Milan joining Carsonstown Boy. 7th Sign, Paint the Clouds has had a nice run round under Sam Whaley Cohen, and then now Schematic on the outside, Following Dreams and no loose change as they jump the next. On the fringe in the green and yellow hoops is well in contention. Universal Soldier is one that's been pulled up as they now run round the top turn, and Chosen Milan has moved up on the outside of Carsonstown Boy, jumping this open ditch. Paint the Clouds landed in 3rd, Alschematic was 4th, on the fringe in 5th, Shore Acres on the outside of Following Dreams, then No Loose Change and 7th Sign. Temple Grandin is rallying a bit, then 1833 and Aerial 5 out, and Chosen Milan landed in front. An astonishing number of horses still in the race as they now race on towards 4 out, and Chosen Milan and Evan David from Sam Whaley Cohen on Paint the Clouds, Shore Acres and Hannah Lewis on the outside in the beige jacket at the 4th last. Carsonstown Boy still there on the inside. On the fringe is stalking them under Nina Carberry, starting down the hill and on towards the 3rd last. Carsonstown Boy on the right, noseband Chosen Milan, Paint the Clouds challenging, Shore Acres is wide, followed by On the Fringe and Following Dreams, and Consigliere is staying on from the back of the field in a red jacket, followed by Aerial. Now they're on their way to the home turn, and it's still Carsonstown Boy, but here comes Paint the Clouds with Shore Acres. Chosen Milan back in 4th. On the Fringe still looks likely to be a big danger as they run round this bend and now head on towards the final 2 fences, and Following Dreams is also launching a run under Sam Drinkwater on the near side on towards the 2nd last, and a few chances here. On the Fringe and Following Dreams, these two go on, but On the Fringe has been travelling well all the way as they race between the last 2 fences, and it's On the Fringe and Nina Carberry, 1 fence between he and her between them, and Foxhunter's Glory, and now up the hill. On the Fringe has drawn right away here. On the Fringe, who's been placed in the frame twice before in this race, and this time makes no mistake. On the Fringe wins by a wide margin. Tight for 2nd, Following Dreams clinging on ahead of Paint the Clouds. Then Carsonstown Boy, last year's runner-up, 4th this time. Chosen Milan, Shore Acres, Noble Prince, Alschematic, Aerial, Junior, Consigliere, and they trail back in the end to Temple Grandin and Cork Citizen. On the Fringe, under a delighted Nina Carberry, has won the Foxhunters.